In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on August 29, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. North Carolina versus Minnesota. On Thursday night, the NCAA football season kicks off with an intriguing matchup between North Carolina and Minnesota. The Tar Heels, who finished with an 8-5 record in 2023, are looking to bounce back after ending their previous season on a sour note with 3 consecutive losses, including a disappointing 30-10 defeat against West Virginia in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Meanwhile, the Golden Gophers, who ended their 2023 campaign with a 6-7 record, struggled mightily down the stretch, losing their last 4 regular season games. However, they managed to salvage some pride by securing a 30-24 victory over Bowling Green in the Quick Lane Bowl. North Carolina's 8-5 record from last season reflects a solid team, although they face a significant change with the departure of quarterback Drake May. Despite this, the Tar Heels returned several key players who are expected to make an impact this season. On the other hand, Minnesota had a disappointing 2023 season, finishing with just 6 wins. This year, the Golden Gophers will be breaking in a new quarterback. North Carolina has decided to start the season with a 2-quarterback system, including Max Johnson, who has previously started for LSU in Texas Agricultural and Mechanical. Johnson has the potential to put up big numbers. Minnesota is also fielding a new quarterback, Max Brosmer, but I have reservations about his ability to transition to the FBS level, where he'll face tougher defenses. North Carolina's strength lies in their running game, led by Omarion Hampton, who racked up 1,500 rushing yards last season. I expect Hampton to deliver a standout performance against Minnesota's rush defense, which was ranked 62nd last year. Initially, Minnesota was favored by 2.5 points, but the odds have since shifted in North Carolina's favor. This suggests there might be more to the injury concerns surrounding Minnesota's Taylor than Coach Fleck is letting on. However, the official injury report won't be released until a few hours before the game, so it's worth keeping an eye on that. These 2 teams faced off last season, with North Carolina dominating at home, winning 31-13. Minnesota's defense will need to step up significantly, and it may take some time for them to find their rhythm. With North Carolina utilizing a 2-quarterback approach and Minnesota breaking in Brosmer, the running backs on both sides should see a lot of action. North Carolina boasts one of the best rushers in college football, which gives them a clear advantage in this matchup. Although thunderstorms are forecasted in Minneapolis on Thursday, they are expected to clear up by game time. North Carolina went 6-7 against the spread last year, while Minnesota struggled at 4-9 against the spread. Therefore, the North Carolina Tar Heels to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Last season's matchup between these 2 teams ended with a total of 44 points, which fell short of the 53-point projected total. In that game, North Carolina relied heavily on their passing attack, racking up 414 yards through the air. However, with 2 new quarterbacks in the mix this time around, I anticipate that running back Omarion Hampton will become the focal point of North Carolina's offense. Similarly, Minnesota is dealing with a new quarterback who has yet to prove himself at this level, so they'll likely emphasize their running game as well, especially early in the season. Even if Taylor is more injured than Minnesota is letting on, they have enough experienced backups to adjust their game plan accordingly. This emphasis on the running game should keep the clock moving and the score relatively low. Last season, North Carolina went 6-6-1 against the total, while Minnesota saw the under hit in 7 out of 13 games. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Coastal Carolina versus Jacksonville State. The Coastal Carolina Chanticleers will travel to Jacksonville, Alabama, on Thursday to face the Jacksonville State Gamecocks at First Stadium. This matchup marks the first game of the 2024 college football season for both teams. Last year, Coastal Carolina wrapped up the season with an overall record of 8-5, including a 5-3 mark in the Sun Belt Conference. On the other hand, Jacksonville State finished their season with a solid 9-4 record and went 6-2 in Conference USA play. Heading into this game, both teams have a clean bill of health, as no players are listed on the injury reports. Jacksonville State will rely on the same starting quarterback from last season, operating within a two-quarterback system, while their running game features two skilled backs sharing carries. The Gamecocks have retained most of their defensive talent from last season, a unit that proved formidable by allowing just 2.8 yards per carry, ranking them fourth in the Football Bowl subdivision. As mentioned, Jacksonville State heavily favored the run last season, rushing the ball 65% of the time. This season, they'll continue that trend with the duo of Ron Wiggins and Anwar Lewis, which could exploit Coastal Carolina's biggest weakness, run defense. While Coastal Carolina boasted an elite secondary last season, they struggled to contain opposing ground games. Additionally, Jacksonville State ranks in the top 10 in pace of play and possesses a strong offensive line to support their rushing attack. Playing in front of a raucous home crowd, Coastal Carolina may find it difficult to consistently move the ball against a stout Jacksonville State defense while also struggling to stop the Gamecocks' relentless ground game. Although the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers are a strong team, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks are poised to step up and win this matchup by at least a field goal. Coastal Carolina will be breaking in 7 wide receivers making their Chanticleers debut, which could lead to timing issues in the passing game. Meanwhile, Jacksonville State's defense, which allowed just 20 points per game last season, is known for playing a tough, physical brand of football. Additionally, Coastal Carolina quarterback Ethan Vasco has yet to prove that he can consistently perform when opposing defenses specifically game plan against him. For these reasons, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks money line is our full game side pick. With two quarterbacks making their first collegiate starts, expect plenty of excitement on the defensive side of the ball. Although Ethan Vasco showed promise in limited action last season, live game situations against unfamiliar opponents will present a new challenge. Jacksonville State will continue to lean on their experienced defensive line and powerful running game to control the pace of play. While the Gamecocks' defense might not be as dominant as it was last season, it should still manage to make enough key stops to keep the score low. Coastal Carolina's defense, which allowed a fair share of yards last season but held opponents to an average of 24 points per game, will also play a significant role. Jacksonville State's stout run defense could force numerous 3-and-outs for Coastal Carolina's offense, leading to a game that may see a lot of action between the two 30-yard lines. Both teams enter this matchup with several unknowns after losing key players, but it's worth noting that Coastal Carolina defeated Jacksonville State 30-16 last year. Despite this, Jacksonville State had an impressive season, especially considering they were new to the Football Bowl subdivision, and they will have the advantage of playing at home in this game. Neither team's wide receiver core inspires much confidence, and both teams may start slowly on offense. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.